Hey, what's up everyone? It's the narrator here and I hope you all have a fantastic day. And if your day is already over, well, I hope it was a great one. So first off, big props to the Lakers for making it into the finals. LBJ showing everybody that he can do it all, East or West. Literally second in my book next to MJ. This guy's a freak and everybody should be giving him a round of applause for doing what he does best, dominate. Anyways, this video is kind of a relaxed one. You guys can already tell, but I'm not talking in front of a camera right now. I'm just talking into my microphone just to see what you guys think. And I want to know what you guys think. Do you prefer the camera or the gameplay? Watch the full video and let me know down in the comments below. Thank you very much. And in saying that, why not subscribe and like the video too? Love you all. So what's this video about? We've rambled a bit too much. So something that has happened recently and has been occurring over the past couple of weeks is this newfound treasure trove for people to complain about. Most notably, the folks over at Livestream Fails on Reddit have found new fuel for their fire. It's the whole circle jerk surrounding XQC and his toxic behavior. And I'm not gonna lie, I see it. The whole drama stems from the fact that XQC has just been super toxic when playing Among Us with content creators on Twitch. Now, if you don't know what Among Us is and you've been living under a rock for the past couple of weeks, because let's be honest, this is one of the biggest, if not the biggest game on Twitch right now, well, I'll give you a brief summary of what it is. It's a make-believe detective game where typically two people will be bad guys who have to kill the good guys, and the good guys have to find out who the bad guys are and vote them off. If you want a better description of what the game is, I'll leave a link in the description below which explains it in more detail, or there will be a link on the top right hand side of this video. But anyways, a main focal point of the game is that imposters have to lie to convince everyone else that they're innocent during the discussion stages of the game. As you guys can imagine, this stirs up a lot of content and drama because it forces people to interact with each other. I mean, you could literally have Sweet and Shy Lily Pichu in a lobby with a raging, shouting ninja, both trying to convince the whole lobby that the other person is a killer. It's super cool, and I love the fact that it brings all these different personalities together in front of a huge stage audience of thousands of people interacting with each other. But back to the topic at hand, there's been a ton of drama stemming from the lobbies that XQC has been involved with, but it feels weird to call it drama because at the end of the day, this isn't anything new. This isn't some newfound characteristic that a popular streamer has started to display, and it certainly isn't anything new when it comes to XQC's personality. He's loud, he's obnoxious, he wants his voice heard, and he isn't afraid to shout it out. That's just who he is, and that's what his stream likes about him. And it seems like everyone, including the content creators who are willingly playing with him, haven't figured this out, at least not yet. Or they're at the stage where they are starting to figure it out. Some streamers have started being a bit more vocal about their feelings towards XQC, and the most notable one would be a guy named 5UP. And yesterday, 5UP finished a game of Among Us with a group that involved XQC being an imposter. 5UP ended up outing XQC and the other killer through some pretty basic deduction, which pissed off XQC. However, 5UP told everyone that he had to leave that lobby because he was going to play with some other people. XQC was clearly tilted, and he started saying this about 5UP.
5UP was so mauled that he lost the other games that he just flooded the comments with a bunch of bullshit he has no idea about. Because he wanted us to be the killer so bad because he got fucked up. He did. He got fucking so bad he started begging for other lobbies on Discord. Yeah, he had zero. He knew nothing. But he wanted the kills to be so bad because of last game. He was so mad he started spamming other Discords to get a new lobby.
I mean, I am leaving, so that is fair. But,
peace out, man. Go play with your fucking dummies.
Alright, see you later.
Oh my god.
Fucking cocklord.
5UP also put his own thoughts forward in another Twitch clip, but to summarize it, he feels like XQC is very hypocritical when it comes to Among Us and doesn't show a lot of sportsmanship in the game. He thinks that XQC is overbearing when it comes to Among Us with his constant shouting and attempts to take the lead in conversations. And this is where a lot of people started to get triggered by XQC. I'm not going to deny that what he said was pretty rude, but I personally thought it was really funny considering the reaction from people on the internet. Like, heaps of people have come out and tried to hold XQC to a higher standard when this is exactly who he is and the type of personality he has had for years. It seems like people are now getting the full brunt of XQC now that he is interacting live with other content creators, and people aren't happy. People are triggered. Like I was saying, Among Us brings a bunch of different streamers together, which also brings their communities together too. So if people aren't used to this upfront, overbearing behavior, then they're in for quite a shock. And shit, this could easily just be a 5-head move from XQC to get into his opponent's heads for the rest of the games that they play. You remember, Among Us is a battle of wits, so having any type of edge over your opponent can put you in a better position in the long run. So even something as simple as being a dick to somebody can influence the decisions of other people in your lobby. But let's be real, I personally don't think it has anything to do with strategies or tactics to influence the games that he's playing. XQC has just always been hyper competitive and hates to lose, so this is just the result of what happens when he loses. He goes off his chops and starts yelling shit out. It's totally normal behavior for anyone that has watched him for long periods of time. Remember, this is an ex-competitive Overwatch player. If you've ever tuned into one of his streams, then you'd know for a fact that this is the type of competitive vibe he brings to the table. And I'm not trying to excuse his behavior. I personally wouldn't play Among Us with people who take it seriously like he does, but it's insane to me that there are so many people taking shots at him despite this being old news. Like, everybody's celebrating this idea that they've figured out XQC, like this is something brand new, and it's not. To me, it just seems like people are bored and are kind of looking for the next big thing to complain about. Things have been pretty chill lately, and the internet is just looking for things to rage against, and this seems like such low-bearing fruit that has no substance to it. We're talking worse than high school drama. It's literally a game designed to have people yelling at each other, and people are doing just that, and the internet is being triggered by it. Like, and this goes out to the people who are playing with XQC and think, oh man, I hate playing this guy, he molds too much. Like, if you don't like XQC and don't want to play with him, then just don't play with him. It strikes me as odd that all these people are molding about the type of person that he is, yet they're constantly playing with him day in and day out. Like, people are playing with him for the clout, then flame him once they're on the receiving end of one of his rants.